The powers that be said, oh, you wanna pivot. Okay, say no more. I got my first ever promo. I accidentally had my groceries delivered to the wrong address. And I don't know how that happened. And I can't build multiple businesses, keep a full-time job, and change my body if every setback knocks me off of my course. Do you know what I'm saying? Hi, my name is Nadija, and welcome to the behind the scenes show of me changing my life in 52 weeks. This is week 1. If you're new here, this is a series where I give myself 52 weeks to completely change my life for the better. I want to see what would happen if I fully commit to building the life that I know I deserve. I'm in the business of bringing joy. Well, 2 businesses actually. I'm the owner of Cinnaster Sweets, which is an at-home bakery built on comfort, care, culture, and deliciousness. I'm also the owner of the Bar Trip, which puts mental health at the forefront of the legal profession. This also means planning trips for recent grads, which we will soon expand to med students as well, and so much more. On top of that, I'm a full-time attorney. Yep, I'm juggling a lot, but this has to work. This year has to work. These 52 weeks has to work. So let's talk about week 1. I want to talk about what went right, what didn't, and what I learned to bring into week 2. I'm actually currently recording this in the middle of my week 2, and I was supposed to record this earlier. This is something that I need to work on as far as recording and getting content on time, but I'm working on it. That said, I already know what I'm doing in week 2. I'm going to do my best in this video not to spoil that. The wins were huge for me this week. The first win was that I got my first ever promo. I'm going to put that video next. So I just wanted to share a win that I had yesterday. I sent out a good amount of collaboration and partnership emails, trying to collaborate with different types of organizations, products, etc., for the Bar Trip in particular. Because I'm putting together care packages for law students, especially during final season, but mostly during the actual bar exam season. So I was trying to see who I could actually work with for that. In doing so, I got my first promotion code. So if you're a law student and you're watching this, the promo code is BARTRIP100. That's BARTRIP 100, and you can use that for $100 off of any of the 3 bar packages that's with bar exam drills. So thank you so much, Bar Exam Drills, for this promo code for our students. I'm happy to give you guys some business and happy to help students pass their bar exams. I also looked at the reviews for bar exam drills, and they're incredible. Most people who use bar exam drills actually end up passing, and they end up passing with enough points if you're doing MBE to pass through the MBE for all the states that are in the MBE program. Yeah, so use bar exam drills, try it out. You get $100 off. It's called Bar Trip 100. That's the code. Let me know how it works. Thank you. So what happened was I sent a bunch of partnership emails out to lots of brands that I've been meaning to work with and really wanting to work with, that I felt really perfectly aligned with the Bar Trip. And I've been meaning to do this for years. The Bar Trip has been in existence for years. I'm just now trying to get traction for it. By committing to do the things that I've been putting off, I saw real results extra quickly. And if you're watching this and you've been putting something off, please stop. It's only holding you back. You know, I've always been told that the worst you can get is a no, but the best you can get is a yes plus some. And that's what I got today. That's what I got this week. That was my win this week, and I'm so excited. Again, the more you procrastinate, it's really just the longer it pushes off the possible wins and successes you have. So this week really taught me stop procrastinating on the things that I know I should be doing, because look at what happens. The other thing I did was I also hit my step count. I kept my step count a little bit low. I have a knee injury, remember, and I'm trying to work on, in order to make sure I reach that step count, I did a lot of things. One, if I noticed I was sitting still for a long period of time, I would get up. and literally do laps around my couch, okay? I'm not trying to go outside, it's too cold. So I did laps around my couch, I would chase my dog around, or I would just walk in place and start marching in place. The other thing I did, if I had time at nighttime and it's like 6 p.m., I went to the gym. Yep, I went to the gym, got on that treadmill, walked for 30 minutes. I learned that about 10 minutes of moving, of like walking, is equal to about 1,000 steps. So I know about how long I need to walk when I'm in a deficit. So if I'm at like 3,000 steps and my step count, for instance, is 7,000, I know I need to go hit that treadmill for about 40 minutes. Or I hit it for 30 minutes and I know that throughout the rest of the night, I'll reach that 1,000 goal just by like generally being active. But because my job is a desk job and because this, I'm sitting, and when I'm doing stuff for the bar trip, I'm sitting, these things are making me very inactive. I need to make sure I'm definitely getting some movement throughout my day. So the other win is that I hit my step goal. And with me hitting my step goal and tracking my food, I lost a little bit of weight. When I'm saying a little bit, it's a little bit, just a tiny bit. It's like about a half a pound. But that's great for the first week. So I felt proud of myself, okay? So now, the losses for this week. The things that didn't work. We gotta talk about them, okay? Let's talk about it. Okay. One of my goals was to write, because I'm writing a book. I didn't write at all. Didn't write one word. Didn't even open my book that I've written thus far. I didn't do anything.
Oh my God!
So I didn't write once this week. Not a paragraph, not a sentence, not a word. And that hurt me in my progress. And I have to do better the next week. Plain and simple. The other issue, and I wouldn't necessarily call this a loss, but it wasn't a win. I started notifying people that I was going to do a cinnamon roll drop for pre-orders, and my pre-orders are low. And remember, I'm telling you this in week 2. So week 1, my pre-orders are about 12 rolls, which is 1 dozen. My goal for the month is 100. So pretty far away. And telling you this in week 2, didn't make that much of a movement. So yeah, that's a loss. And I'm really trying to figure out how to do better at conversion, do better at getting more people interested. Because once people are interested and once people try them and once people buy them, I tend to have repeat customers, and that's a good thing. It's really just getting new people in the door. People are not going to buy it like literally every single time, and I know that. So I need to have enough customers. I'm having newer people coming in, and then having some of the old customers like repeat. So I would say that's something I need to work. Listen, y'all. I'm really good at planning. I'm real good at it. I'm real good at preventing problems and planning everything out to a T. What I'm bad at is what happens when the problem occurs and my plan does not work. Bad at that part. Because I struggle with pivoting, it's something that I actually already had on my mine and my list of goals to get better at. I had to learn that this week. I was tested this week. The powers that be said, "Oh, you wanna pivot? Okay, say no more." And I said, "Wait, I'm not ready for that." And they said, "Gotta be ready. Gotta be quicker than that." I accidentally had my groceries delivered to the wrong address. And I don't know how that happened. I don't know, because I haven't lived in that address for 3 years. And I have never done that before. Never. So in addition to me ordering from a meal prep delivery service for the times when I don't have food, I did my weekly grocery haul. And I was fully intending on meal prepping Monday night. I mean, I still am. But what had happened was I somehow delivered it to an address that I haven't lived in for almost 3 years. Maybe 2 years, 3 years, whatever, a long time ago. I don't know how that happened. Never did that before. And then I go over there to get my groceries, and the people are like, there's no groceries here. And where it would have been delivered to, no one's home. So it's like it was stolen. And the part that was like most odd is that usually when they say like your order is here, there's a picture, and there wasn't a picture. And I'm like, why is there not a picture? So we ended up going to Whole Foods and like saying like, hey, I never got my delivery. We were in contact with the people who lived there. Like, they didn't get anything. And then she's like, yeah, there's a high theft rate with this in this area for stuff like this with the Amazon drivers. All that to say, we wound up just going grocery shopping and getting the same things that I ordered and just getting it there ourselves. So it was a little bit annoying, but I'm happy that I have the funds to buy groceries twice, which no one wants to do. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely probably a theft issue, but also it's my fault. I delivered it to the wrong address, so it's like I might as well buy my groceries and go grocery shopping. I already have the list. I already knew what I was supposed to be getting. Just get the groceries. Now, normally what would have happened is that I would have cried, which I did. I would have gotten really upset, which I also did. I would have wallowed. I would have been mad about the money, mad about the food, mad about the wasted time, just mad. And I would have just been sitting there stewing and brewing and going home and being like, I hate this, and then ordering food to make me feel better. This time was different. This time, I went grocery shopping. Within 20 minutes of me losing my food, got the groceries because I had the meal plan, and I was like, well, I gotta stick to the meal plan, okay? So, yeah, I would actually count that as a loss win. It was something that went bad. I pivoted. I turned it into a win because I still had my groceries for the week, which kept me on track, which helped me lose that half a pound. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That might have sounded small, like a small world problem, a first world problem, but that's the exact kind of habit and skill that I'm trying to learn and grow this year. Pivoting is so important for businesses. Pivoting is so important for life. Pivoting is so important for life. And I can't build multiple businesses, keep a full-time job, and change my body if every setback knocks me off of my course. Do you know what I'm saying? So what I learned is that like I don't need to be perfect in how I'm gonna cry about it. Like, remember I said that last week. I'm gonna cry about it, but I'm also gonna do something about it. And that's my motto going forward. It's okay to cry, it's okay to be upset, but I gotta move faster. This week taught me that discipline is everything, and being flexible actually outweighs structure sometimes. Structure is the backbone, but flexibility is what allows you to continue when things are not going as planned. So my strategy for week 1 was really to do the things that I've been avoiding, and I did half of that, and
right to jail, right away.
To continue building habits that I built over this past 2025. So during the end of 2025, I don't know if you remember, there was a whole lock-in journey for 90 days because there were 90 days left. I actually participated in that, and I partially locked in, but partially locking in actually helped me a ton. So doing something is always better than doing nothing. So I'm just continuing that journey of locking in from 90 days and locking in for 52 more weeks. Let's do it. Week 2, I have 2 non-negotiables. The first one is I need to write something. If it's one sentence, or even if it's one word, I have to write something. I have to put it on paper. Can't let the fear of the words not wording the way I want them to word stop me. Say that 3 times fast. The words not wording the way I want them to word. The words not wording the way I want them to word. The words not wording the way I want them to word. Continue moving forward. Sales are low. Groceries might get lost again. Who knows? Subtle foreshadowing. Just kidding. It's not. I have to continue moving forward. 52 weeks it's not about everything going perfectly. It's about doing the hard things and pushing that needle forward one step at a time. I'll see y'all in week 2. Thank you. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and then tell me, what are you working on during this next year, this next week, whatever? What are you working on to change your life? Because I'm not the only one out here that's trying to change my life. So don't make me feel like I'm alone, please. Please. Thank you.